a show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak. You better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. We embark on St. Patrick's Day, and you had a birthday yesterday.
I did, Lord. Look at here, my collar. Amy, where you at?
I would think your wife would have dressed you. Your wife's supposed to look at you before you go out because you represent her.
She did. She woke up and said bye.
Mine don't even wake up no more.
That's just bad. Yeah, I celebrated a birthday yesterday.
Was it good?
I had a great time.
Did you get a cake?
Yeah. Oh, I got some brownies.
Yeah.
We had it going on. Man, it was.
I got to have a talk with them folks over. I didn't get a cake this year, and they knew I wanted that whipped icing, and I didn't get it.
We'll have to make sure.
So that next one, I'm demanding it now. I'm putting in an order.
Yeah.
In their defense, it was a busy weekend when my birthday hit. It wasn't possible.
All right, y'all got 11 months to take care of that.
Old Johnny Paycheck sang about that. 11 months and 29 days. He was getting out of jail.
Sure was.
Keep the dance floor hot. And keep your hands off my woman.
We had a great time this weekend. But I want to ask everybody for some prayers. My daughter is going through a hard time right now. I've come on here and told you she was fighting breast cancer.
Right.
And she had a port put in to start her chemo, and she went back to the hospital this weekend with some pain. And she's got a broke rib, but then the port got infected, and she is battling sepsis, and she's going to be in the hospital for the next 3 or 4 days.
Can't begin anything else to that straight
and
out.
Can't do anything. They took the port out. So she's still fighting the cancer part. Now she's fighting the sepsis. So if y'all would lift memory up in your prayers. And Angel, I love you. I'll be by there today. And just been tough.
They are tough. Those are.
Man, 35 years old and having to deal with this, it's terrible.
And, and also in the same breath, we want to send condolences. We won't get into all of it this morning of the teacher who passed away this weekend at West Lauderdale. Very heartbreaking that this would happen. I know her family so well, and we cannot stress prayers sent to them during this time of difficulty. I don't even know what to think, Cody.
Don't know how to even explain that.
It does.
Just absolutely terrible, and there's only one way that you can try and get comfort from that, and that's for our Savior, Jesus Christ. It's terrible.
It is. So we'll keep you updated on all of that as it goes around this morning. Already 3 minutes into the hour. What have you seen this weekend dealing with the auto pen? Are you up to date?
So he was out of town when 2 or 3 things got signed by this auto pen in D.C. at the White House.
Now, what we're talking about is Biden. And Trump is going, wait a minute, you cannot do that. So this could make everything that was signed with a fake pen or a fake signature
null and void.
Yeah. Now, we don't know the depths of it, of what went on where the family done that. I think he actually probably signed them. He didn't want to take any chances of Hunter getting in trouble.
They made
Let me sign it twice.
Yeah.
But apparently it's been a lot of pardoning and executive orders that happened during the Biden administration that he wasn't even around when it took place. So.
And they've asked him, said, do you remember signing this? No. So who signed it then?
And the sad part is, we had so many people going, oh, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with him. He's normal. He eats ice cream with me every day. And they were lying. and America knew that. I mean, there's no way that I saw it. And I've said this before. I think Joe Biden is one of those that you could sit down and have a conversation with him and have a breakfast with him and it'd be okay. You wouldn't argue. That type of fella.
Yeah.
He was just not himself during this term of presidency.
What gets me, though, and it's not just him, it's Republicans, too.
Well, there's bad ones on both sides.
There's
we
bad
all know
on both sides. But look at the shape of the United States. Everybody says, well, we got to do something. We got to do something. Why do we keep electing someone to an office that's been there for 35 years or more. If we've had a problem,
but here's the thing about that.
That's part of it.
Up until now, no one has ever checked the government. There's been no, let's do some checks and balances, as we have been doing here in the state of Mississippi with Shad White, who ruffled a lot of feathers because he checked them. They didn't want to be checked.
No,
they don't like the
not at all.
They even tried to pass a law to where they would take power away from Shad White, and I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
That tells me, that makes you to believe you've got even more to hide that you don't want to come to light if you're trying to block that person from being able to investigate.
There's
Am I right?
laws on what he can and can't do.
Right.
So he can't just, without warrant, just start getting people's accounts and looking at them. He's got to have a reason. Same thing with law. But he has found so much fraud. Mm-hmm. And then, like you said, they're trying to pull that down from him.
It just makes you think something doesn't smell right. And that's the way it is.
Yeah, like Elon, they say, well, he's not elected. No, he was appointed.
He's doing his job, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, and then they got on him because how much was it? $400 million or something like that in Teslas that the government ordered. And everybody kept saying, Trump ordered $400 million worth of trucks. Well, no, that was Biden who ordered them.
Yeah,
and
nothing
Trump
to do with him.
Canceled it and said, no, we're not going to buy them. Follow the money.
Sometimes the truth is twisted. And I'm telling y'all, I've seen this on a local level where you have a conversation with someone and the answer be plain as day, black and white, and they try to take it and twist it, and you're going, really? I mean, did you just do that? It happens every day. Sometimes the truth is, well, it's not liked by those who are doing wrong. I guess is the best way to word it there.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And you have to start with your corner. Clean up your corner, move forward, and it goes, we've got somebody trying. We got somebody in the state of Mississippi, I feel, that is trying. And there's some circles you bring up Shad White's name and they get downright mad at you. Well, I wonder why.
And I do. Shad, I like you, but I don't want you to run for governor. And the reason I don't want you to run for governor, because I don't think you're done where you're at.
Well, here's the bad part. I think it's too bad, so sad. I think he is running for governor.
I do too.
And who all will run for governor? There's a lot of talk of the Duff.
Yeah.
One of the Duff brothers running. We also hear that, and I know she wants it, Lynn Finch. I don't think Lynn Finch has a chance.
No.
On
Delbert.
Delbert wants it even worse. And we saw Delbert fall out. Things happen, don't get me wrong, but we did see him.
I mean, I think that was a mistake. Well, not a mistake. I think he just had his legs locked or something, and then he just fell out. I don't think it's anything medical with him passing out like that. I don't.
And let me just give you my thought. He's 79. He had a medical something or another happen. You add a few years to that, like Joe. I think Joe was fine when he first said he wanted to run.
60 years ago.
And that's just my thought. Y'all may disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't support, and usually I don't say this. You can figure it out. I don't support Delbert to be our governor, but I think he just had his legs locked, and he sat there long enough, and he fell.
Well, you just got on his hit list by saying that.
That's okay.
You're going to be saying, why can't we be friends?
I know he watches.
You said you wouldn't
show.
vote for me. And, of course, a lot of people attribute that little lady sitting next to him in that commercial for him trying to pronounce his name getting elected. And what does that tell you? And y'all mark this down in any election. Name recognition gets you elected.
It goes a long way.
It does go a long way, because you think I've been in voting booths and I didn't even know that an election was happening for a certain thing, and you go, well, I know that name. I don't know the other guy. At least I know a little something. And you put a check, and that's how things happen there. Oh my. Yeah. Already 10 minutes into the hour coming up. Miss Ann's going to be talking to us. We got something going on down at the railroad. Choo-choo.
We got all kind of stuff.
That's all coming. We're going to tell you the things that went on over the weekend. I mean, a big major theft ring taken down. Meridian, Mississippi. We were there on the scene. We'll tell you more about it.
All aboard for the 22nd Annual Loose Caboose Arts and Crafts Festival, coming your way April the 12th in downtown Newton. Craft vendors, carnival rides, food vendors, the dinosaur experience for the kids at the Kids Zone. Zach Logan will be the headliner for the entertainment at Ray Payne Park. The Bank First Car Show returns with cars, trucks, racing vehicles, and classic cars. Plus a motorcycle show as well. It's all happening this year at the 22nd Annual Loose Caboose Festival, downtown Newton. See you there. Stadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, best Stadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954.
Are you tired of your old car being a dud? Well, come into Kia Meridian, where we're giving up to $3,000 over KBB for your trade-in. We have interest rates as low as 0.9% and up to $3,000 in rebates. Come in at the Kia Meridian and drive off in a new car and a new you for the new year. Come see us.
The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor.
I don't know if anybody realizes this yet or not, but Keith finally replaced a wore-out chair that sits inside Freeman Tractor after 25 years. He did. They just went right outside and took it off a lawnmower and welded it to the seat there. He's got a seat belt now as he sits at the counter.
So all the lies being told, you can't fall out of your chair.
There you go.
Okay,
there you go.
That works.
Friday morning, I was getting ready to go into Meridian, and I got about 19 phone calls. Man, did you see what just happened? No, I'm on the way. Well, so I got a video sent in, and I thought we should share this. Oh. Let's go live to 8th Street.
Oh, now he was going more than the speed limit. Oh, he got somebody behind him.
Yes, he does. And here he goes. And as my fellow would say in the video there, he gone. And he was. And let's go to the scene of the incident. And Odie, here's where we arrive here.
And he stopped.
Well, yes, and let me explain it. And maybe this one right here shows it a little bit better. Let me turn this video on. This is going to be 20th Street where this car is, and the road just ends. And as we pan around, he just kept going kind of straight there and then found where there's a little dip there and it didn't work out. Lewis.
Oh.
The road kind of ended, and he kept going straight there. Yeah. Let me make that a little bit bigger where you can see that.
It's like a little creek down there.
Yeah. It probably was a house here at one point.
Yeah.
It's now missing, and it's just, you top that hill, and there's no way to stop if you don't know that road. And whoof, off into the wild blue yonder you will go. And, of course, Lewis Recker showed up on scene to haul that away. Now, it was reported originally as a stolen car. And this would, as we would find out later, would be a juvenile that was responsible for this. And I think, Odie, in the end, it ended up being his mother's car that he may have taken. We don't have all the details, but that's sort of what we're understanding at this point. But still, at the end of the day, police chasing the car, it adds up to something's not right.
Yeah. And at what age should parents not be responsible for the actions of their kids? We should say 18, right?
Should. He was I think maybe 15-ish, somewhere around in there. That's the age I'm being told. Now, whether or not that's exactly true, I think it to be true. 15.
You start taking mom and daddy, making them responsible for their actions of their young kids.
I thought you were held responsible for the actions of your children until they got to that 18. I think
supposed to.
Boy, downtown Meridian, there's a big building, has a little thing there, and trains come through. And
yeah.
Right next to it is a museum. And Miss Ann, how in the world are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing just fine, and I'm so happy to be here this morning.
We're tickled to have you back with us. It's been a little while.
It's been a while.
Storytelling and all types of
I'm
things.
just full of it, my husband says. I let him do it too. But what I was going to jump into the governor thing. Just
Right.
It seems that politicians who get into that level, presidency and all, there's some skeletons in their closet, always.
Usually is.
And my fifth great uncle was governor of Mississippi.
Really?
His name was Hiram Runnels. And I know for a fact he was not a nice man.
And he was getting to you.
I can say it. He actually took a buggy whip and beat a man up right there in the
Oh boy.
passes.
I would think those little buggy whip things don't feel good.
That's gotta hurt.
It does.
Now, it doesn't say all, there's just a blanket thing about that, but still, there are probably going to be some skeletons back in there.
There always is. And the thing,
Everybody's got a skeleton.
the thing I liked about Trump was he walked up and he goes, "Yeah, I did it, and I'm sorry for what I did."
Yeah.
He admitted what he may or may not have
I
done.
think that's the thing to do. If you admit it, then you usually move on.
Who was and y'all have to remember, I was a little kid, young man, like 9 or 10 years old, a guy named Hart that ran for president, and it turned out he was having an affair with his secretary or something, and it totally destroyed his run for. But nowadays, people would go, "Oh, okay,
whatever.
well that's all right."
Whatever, yeah.
We have moved that chain
It-
just a little
And
bit.
it's sad that should be tight and straight.
Yes.
Y'all say this, and I saw this, and I went, I've never noticed it. I was reading an article yesterday about the Brady Bunch. Did you ever notice that it never showed a toilet?
Oh.
As many times as they were in the bathroom fixing their hair, never a toilet shown. The people that critiqued the show thought that would look bad and not acceptable in society to have that little toilet sitting over in the corner.
So they just had to hold it all the time.
Yeah. Never showed it.
All right, so what TV program featured the first flushing toilet on TV?
I'm scared to ask you. Who was it?
Archie Bunker.
Oh yeah, because he would go in there and you'd hear the commode flush, and she'd go, "Oh."
Archie Bunker was
like
the first
he can
one.
take a load.
Archie Bunker.
I loved him.
I did
He
too.
just really kind of told it how it was back in the day.
I mean, even old meathead down there.
Oh, me did. Yeah.
So what do we have going on at the train station? What is it that you have going on?
Well, it's something we tried to do back in January, and then the snow thing came along, and it's an open house, and it's a celebration,
Right.
and that we're still there because museums are closing around the country.
They are.
Especially railroad museums. But we're there, and now we still need help, but we still have plans. We still are working it hard. But we're going to celebrate, and there will be food, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Well, that
Good,
usually
good
gets us
food.
attention.
Yeah, there will
That
be
works.
food. But we're going to just be telling you our plans, things that we have on our calendar, even our 5-year plan, and just asking you to remember that we're there. I think sometimes we've been forgotten because there's so much going on. The last count I had, there were 23 wonderful nonprofits in Meridian, maybe a few more. And we're all really, really busy, and we meet the first Monday of the month, have a luncheon, all the nonprofits do, and we discuss the things that we're doing. We try not to step on each other and book on top of each other.
Yeah.
But there's so much going on.
Right.
That sometimes that happens. And we're down all the way down Front Street, 1 block from Soule. And so Soule and our group, we partner, pretty often.
Correct.
As we're doing. Because we are a tiny bit out of the loop, but we're still there. And we have stuff going on and news about all of the rails, the lines, the new tracks going down. We have a lot of that we're going to share with everyone. Our entire board will be introduced, and they're going to talk just a little bit about, we all have our pet projects.
Correct.
Mine is the history of the rails here. I know that. but I'm not up to date maybe on the terminology of rails. You know, I didn't know what a layout was. I thought that was a little naughty. It didn't sound just right to me, a layout. But that's your model trains, and we have some wonderful model trains.
That's addictive too.
yes.
If you ever fool with a train set as a kid, you're hooked.
You
from
still want that Lionel.
You want to build
Yeah.
it, and you add all the little town
Yeah.
features. It's fun, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in your group that do that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And they are so into it. They're so smart. They go out of town to different meets, model train meets, and different festivals and things, just to keep up with what the trends are. But we have a very active model train club. Meet on Saturday mornings if you want to come out and hang with them and bring your engine. I had a little kid in the museum on Friday, and we have a table this size that was donated by Dr. Lindsay. He was one of our members.
Right.
And they're model train little cars, and they're in the original boxes. You can't find them anywhere probably online, or I've been told that. And we're selling them to make some money for the museum. And there was this little kid, and he just couldn't keep his hands off. He was so excited. And finally his parents said, well, you can have two things. And so he looked and he came and he paid for it. And I said, you need to come on Saturday morning and come with our guys and play with the trains. He said, can I bring my own engine? I said, absolutely. So you see,
It starts early.
Well, it does, and when those kids start, most of them follow it through all the way, their entire lives. They follow it through. So I'm just going to make that announcement this morning. Any of you model trainers, if you want to come out on Saturday mornings, meet with our group. They come between 8 and 9, stay till around noon, and they're working on their layouts and their trains, and they're ordering new little cars, and they're making plans and talking about the next festival. I mean, it's just informative, and it's so much fun. And so please come out and join
Well,
our
you
group.
said one thing, and that is that you've got like a 5-year plan, and that is key to every business out there. You've got to have
Yes,
a plan,
you do.
and even a museum. You know, where are you going in 5 years, and then getting together. Someone asked me, and I said, I'm going to look into this, and I haven't had a chance to really dive deep into it, but it deals with a train, and that is this new high-speed rail that's coming from Texas through Meridian down to New Orleans. Are y'all going to be talking about that
Oh,
anytime
yes,
soon?
absolutely. We're going to talk about everything that we know about that's on the drawing board. We are. And do you know how fortunate Meridian is to have the passenger trains?
Oh, wow. Yes.
Because I went to a national convention last year.
It's an economical way to travel as well.
It
Yeah.
is. And though it was people, hundreds of people there, trying to figure out how to get an Amtrak through their depot. Big towns, And there I suddenly felt very smug because we have 2 stops every day. We have one going to Montgomery and one later in the day going to New Orleans. And by the way, the New Orleans trip is I think it's about $65 for the ticket to go down there. You can make a weekend out of it.
Yeah.
We used to do that.
Yes.
Didn't drive. We took the train.
Right. And so there I was.
We can't guarantee you get back on the train after you get there. We're just telling you.
You know,
You're on your own.
you're on your own now. It's a little different. That was about 30 years ago we did that. So.
And then all the money that has been promised for the new boarding ramp there at Union Station. Right now, we can sit on our back porch, and you ought to come sit with us sometimes and watch those trains come through. Watch the tourists get off the train, and we're there like, hey, we're the museum. Come over here, we're the museum.
Yeah.
And to think that it's going to be upgraded and it'll be easier to board and get your ticket. You just walk in the front door at Union Station, walk right through, hop on the train. It's going to be fabulous here for this
That'd
town
be
of
good.
35,000 people.
So tell us what time to be down. Give us those times again. What
Okay.
day and time to
All
come
right,
see
It's
you.
going to be Tuesday, which is tomorrow, And
Tuesday.
it's 6 until 7:30.
6 until 7:30 tomorrow night.
That's right. And we'll have all of our model trains going. We'll have our miniature train for any children.
Oh, I
that come
like
along.
that. Now, I saw that running out and back and kids on it.
And
yeah.
our rule is if you fit, you ride. So y'all could probably ride.
I don't know about that weight limit now.
Well, we go on top of it.
If we start weighing people, it's going to cut back on our traffic.
Yeah.
And we can't thank you enough for coming. Visit
You're
Meridian.
So generous
Yes.
with your time for all of us.
Visit the Railroad Museum. Railroad is a part of such history of Meridian, Mississippi.
It really is the history. It's the cradle of history in Meridian. We'd still be Siwash Junction.
We would be.
If it hadn't.
You can hear.
I want to thank you for your coverage of the storm.
Well, thank you.
Hubs and I sat there, we listened to every word you said, and we said to each other, you know he's from our community. We're all, not that we don't want everybody, but you know all of the landmarks. And we could follow you step by step, and it meant a lot. So thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate that so much. A lot of people remember where cotton gins used to be and
Yeah.
things of that nature, and well, they've gone bye-bye now.
That's
but
right.
there's a lot of us that still identify with that. So thank you so much
Thank
for being
you.
a part of this.
Thank you so much.
More up and coming as we come along to give you the headlines of what's happening. What went on over the weekend? We got more.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. It almost makes you want to sing Elvis's Train, 16 coaches long. You can't help but like Elvis. Britt will be in with us on Wednesday. He's dropping by for a visit along with the Northeast Volunteer Fire Department. We mentioned fire. Well, this was going on bright and early this morning as we look at this. Fire broke out in this abandoned home.
Now, didn't that fire see that there was no trespassing?
I thought it would have known not to do it, Odie.
Yeah. I wonder
Now,
if it had a little help.
I think those flames got a little bit stronger as the morning went on. Big thank you to our guys down there fighting those fires this morning as they done that. This, I'm not sure if the audio is going to play, but Odie, this is what was
that cousin Eddie?
What was the guy that used to say, "What in the Sam Hill is that?" Let me see if this will play and y'all can hear the audio. I'm not sure if I've got it.
What in the Scotty Ray Report is this?
What in the Scotty Ray Report is this?
Look at that. It got stopped. You don't see that every day.
Oh, cousin Eddie is in town.
Eddie broke it out and went out for a Sunday drive is what happened. We also had an early morning car fire in Scuba. This would be out on Bennsville Road as we pull this up, be in the 5300 block there. If you were coming from Shahammock, from the hunting lodge, and you get right there in that curve, that's where that fire was, sitting right in the middle of the road.
Ooh.
We had at least 2 people show up this time to put out the fire.
Both of them.
Well, last time at Sunflower Road, they kept asking for help, and it took a little while, like an hour.
He worked on it by himself.
Man alive, it is tough out there on the rural route. And we want to say a big thank you to Philadelphia. This was a, let me pull this up and make this a little bit bigger here. right there. This was touching, as the gentleman that lost his life in the helicopter just a few days ago. And as you'll see this as the funeral procession passes through, as they show tribute to him. Very, very, very touching, and a big thank you to all of those that orchestrated that. It is always good that we remember those who give their lives to help us in our communities.
And I think that's the only funeral we've had so far.
To my knowledge, I believe you're right.
But man, prayers to the family. Still tough, man.
And boy, a bunch of people got together yesterday. I went down. We got live, and let me pull up a video here, Odie.
Oh, Michael Ted right there.
Yeah. And this is the prayer walk as they walk from the new courthouse over the hill of 22nd Avenue Bridge, and it did hold everybody.
It held everybody up.
Is it strong enough?
Well, it held that concrete sidewalk, so I
yes, sir.
We were good.
It was a big turnout, and as we go here, we'll slide this a little bit further there as everybody showed up for the prayer walk in downtown Meridian.
See the mayor over there.
Oh, yeah, he was all over it.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I think I've got, let's see here. Let me look here. Right here. Here he is right here. As they got ready to stop. There's the mayor.
There's the mayor.
As they got to the center of the bridge, as you can see the railroad there, they got everybody to shout in God's name.
Yeah.
Touching. And if you want to see it, this is the entire walk here. As you'll look at this as they come over the bridge. We were there and carried it live. You can take a look at that if you'd like.
A lot of people, and somebody had to get on there. And of course, we know they're out there. You know, what good is that? All it does is slow down traffic. Let me tell you what that does.
Oh.
Everybody wants to complain about, Scotty Ray scared me, and this weather went by us. I'm 100%. I'll never change my mind. The reason that we didn't get the storms like we did is because prayers worked. We pushed it, and we had God on our side. Not saying that these other communities didn't, and that the lack of God is the reason that I'm not saying that, but I am saying that
prayer works.
Prayer
is what you're
works.
trying to say here.
And if you didn't have 10 minutes to spare or 5 minutes to spare for a little bit of God to do His work, maybe you should have gotten out of your car and walked behind them, because you're gonna need a little bit.
40 people across the U.S. of A. lost their lives in this. We lost 6 in Mississippi.
Yes.
One of them being, from what I'm being told, and I don't know the exact age, but I'm told they think he's 7 years old that died in these storms. And if you go look at, we got a lot of footage from here locally. And as you go south of here, and every one of those storms were headed toward Meridian. Every path, you and I were talking about this.
Every one of them had the path, and it was straight to Meridian. Every one of them, and they spread off.
We were beyond fortunate. Did we have some damage? Yes, we did. We lost. There's several barns, and we're going to show some of those in a little bit. But blessed is the word for it. God bless it. I'm thankful, very thankful for the way we ended up.
Yeah, we lost the Red Hot Diner.
Let me see here. I've got that here somewhere, Odie. Let me get over here to where because this happened right in the middle of that, if I remember right.
Right at the start of this storm, this system coming through, and we're thinking right now that it was a lightning strike. They said they're going to be open today out of the food truck, but man, that's tough. Bad situation. We hate it for them. Man.
Collinsville Fire Department on scene, as you'll see. And of course, if you own a business, you know how bad it is for something like this to happen.
Yeah. Collinsville did a great job getting in there.
But as you said, they will be open today using their food truck there to try to get back on their feet. If you're in the neighborhood, drop by and have a hot dog, have something there, the Red Hot there, support the guys.
Judge T will be there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope he picks us up.
Yeah. Well,
wait a minute,
I don't think either one of them.
He's still walking, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I think RW got his ride back going.
So he's giving the judge a ride?
Yeah, well, he's got to get rid of those casseroles and them chocolate heart candy that's in the back seat.
Oh.
make room for us, we'll be all right. RW, come pick us up.
Yeah. Let me see here. We're going to show more of this, but I want to show this. This was Zero Road here. As you can see, there used to be something else around that.
Yeah, that chair not supposed to be just outside.
Gives you a bird's eye view of the damage there. And of course, Greg, who's here with us a lot of times, his daughter, they were building a home. It sounds like they're going to have to start over. Their home shook, tore apart by the storm. Right next to, let me find
where that trailer was. Now, we're talking, it's so brand new that they're just now getting all
the framing is where they were.
Put up.
Here we go.
Starting their life. Oh, man.
No one was in this, but as you can see, there's nothing left.
No.
And do I have answers as to why a tornado can be coming, it pick up, it set down, and they can be houses sitting next to one another and take one, pick up, miss one, and grab. I don't have the answers to that. Why?
It's right there by my buddy Timmy with MDOT. It's right by his house. This was. And then I had to call and make sure my buddies over there at Hyattville was safe, that they didn't get in trouble, because that was right down the road from there.
And no storm is really a storm unless it goes down and picks on Clarkdale. The school just cannot get away from problems. And here we go. We'll zoom in on this one here. This is, you'll see there in the back.
And that's brand new because they just fixed it from the last tornadoes that came
Now,
through.
could this have been a lot worse? Yes, but they still got a little damage there. Thankful for a small amount of damage there at Clarkdale, but it did get some, so they're going to probably need some volunteers to help out with something like that.
They had an awning ripped off, so a little bit of work that they've got to do.
This is one of the Dylan sent us this from Collinsville Groom Room, where they do the pets.
Yeah.
This is one of the this picture, Odie, I really like. Let me show you this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There is hope for us.
I just like that other picture.
I got that here too.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I got to find it.
This was a storm came through, and there was the cross.
Well, I got it, and I just haven't put my hands on it yet. I got it somewhere. We got a lot of pictures here.
That, I'm sure.
Back up and go down through here, because it is a touching picture.
You know, that tells you God is there. God is with us.
There she is.
And yes, y'all
you see it there,
that?
don't you?
Bam, right there in the middle. That was made by the hands of God, not by hands of man.
Because when it was first sent in, we thought it was in Lauderdale County at first, and then it was sent back. Wait a minute, this is
this was over in Alabama.
Yeah, so we appreciate the picture there.
Yeah,
that definitely something that tugs at the old heart there.
Yeah, it does.
There is a problem, and all throughout this, as you look at this, look at the roads. That was Clarkdale, Spring Hill Road there, and those people there, they're not getting paid. They're volunteers.
Our volunteer fire department was getting out and about and cleaning up these roads and cleaning up the debris, helping the community out.
This is, this was a shed, but this is what I warned you about. Y'all see this? Look at that good. That's a pine tree right through that. This is what we say every time about not staying in a home that has a tree that overhangs it. If your front yard is full of trees, you need to have something done. Because
Mike Reed, let him come help you out.
Because they will come a-calling and get you. Look at this, Odie. Look, isn't that pretty?
Man, lightning is as strong as it is, as powerful it is beautiful.
It is.
And, man, that's a good picture right there.
Now, we had a little bit of everybody watching us during bad weather. I thought we would start with Rowdy.
I mean, look.
Rowdy was getting educated.
Yeah. I want to go outside, but it doesn't look like I can go out right now. And
and let's go over here. As always, there, Rover. was watching as we, and this is what we say here is you'll see this television set here. You can take us, if you're not aware of this, from our YouTube channel and put it on your large screen where you can watch it and you can do comments with your phone, however you want to, and be able to scroll and look around other places as you watch it. There as well. So several ways to do things, and talk about getting people in small places. Well, we just got this whole bunch crammed in there.
Well, that's being safe.
It is.
That's doing the right thing. And I see a phone there, so obviously they were still paying attention to what was going on.
Yes, sir.
While this was coming through.
And we cannot thank y'all enough for the pictures. It gives us a view while we're telling you what is going on, a view to the outside world. And somebody made this statement to me about being out. It is better that I am here because I can see more. Being on the street chasing a storm, I can't be everywhere doing that. During a storm, it's best to be in the studio to tell you who, what, where. More coming up. We're going to show you the man himself pass through Meridian. We'll show you some pictures.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a Z71 2500 HD? Or maybe you're looking for the Ford F-150 with lots of leg room in it. Plenty of SUVs like the Explorer for the family. Or if you're looking for a gas saver to go back and forth to work, come by and see the mini cars like this Nissan.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and I thought before we get into this day in history, we'd look at this because this guy's like world-renowned.
Yes.
Reed Timmer. And he calls that the Dominator?
The Dominator.
And we have finally found something that gets worse gas mileage than Money Ride.
And there it is.
That's it right there. That don't get no gas mileage, I can tell.
No,
and this was at the Pilot truck stop is where they stopped to get fuel, and word quickly spread. We've got pictures of the other cars that were with them as well passing through town. And
that thing can anchor down and throw some spikes or anchors into the ground and hold itself there if the storm was to come through.
What was it I saw on them later on? They were chasing a tornado somewhere where they were shooting things into the tornado to get information. What is that thing?
So it's it reads barometric pressure, the temperature, all that stuff. So when they get near a storm, they can push that up in there, and then it sends all that information.
Kind of like driving a Dodge truck into it.
Yeah.
Dorothy.
The Dominator 3. We had a convention, I think it was 2 years ago, and Reed Timmer came and talked to all of the emergency managers in the state. And it was about an hour and a half program of him discussing what he does. And it was absolutely great.
And Austin said they had about 5 storm chasers. Where at?
Staged with them over there in Chunky. So we had, what was it, like 9 that came through Meridian?
Yeah.
Meridian, you might want to sit back and say, man, they're all here. Well, they're here because we've got the means to house them. And then they branch out. But yeah, so we had quite a few that stayed right here in Meridian. But Reed is, he's definitely great to pay attention to.
He knows his business.
Yes, he does.
That man, if he tells me something, I believe in what he says.
Yeah.
It would be, 1461, Odie? It would begin today?
No, just 461.
Oh, 461.
Yeah, way back there.
Looks like you the only one that paid attention to that today.
I know, I was looking. You ain't got in there green. I get to pinch you.
It is St. Patty's Day.
Oh, Oh, man, yeah.
So as you're getting dressed and heading out, you got to go to town today, make sure to wear a little green somewhere.
That's it.
Somewhere.
That's it. You know, in school we'd always say, well, I got it on my underwear.
Don't show me. Do not show me, Odie. One of the greats was born today. His name was Nat King Cole. Y'all remember him?
1919.
Yeah, that's been a little spell. A little over 100, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would be a big day in Memphis, Tennessee, as a down payment was made, 13 acres of land, which would be later known as what?
Graceland.
Elvis is moving in.
Almost got lost in a scam, a real estate scam.
Come real close there. They're going to jail.
Ooh,
over that
I
stuff.
think they are.
Shame. It was also used as a church at one point in time. What a place. What a place. Yeah. Graceland there. It would be this guy's birthday today. He was did he ever stand up to his brother?
No.
He couldn't, could he?
No. Nobody could. JR was it.
Patrick Duffy was born on this day back in 49, and you ain't Sue Ellen, and I ain't JR.
No.
That's Hank, and this ain't Dallas, if you don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, it's been a while there. This was probably, you go back and you see him Gilligan's Island. You see him in the Elvis Presley movie at the World's Fair. He would later grow up to be quite the star. He was big.
To cut that off.
Look kind of loud there, Odie. Kurt Russell, born today. It happened at the World's Fair. That was the movie I was trying to think of. And then, of course, who could forget Overboard?
And that looks like that's an Overboard picture.
It is. That's Overboard. I love that movie.
And didn't they make a new one, but it was swapped?
I hadn't seen that.
Somebody was telling me that.
She really thought she was it, and she just kind of... And that husband who just kept going.
On his big yacht.
Yes, sir. Leslie Ann Downs was born today, and you're going, Leslie Ann Downs. Oh, you remember her from North and South? She hung out with Ori.
Yeah.
Patrick. I tell you what, that was a good show, and she played the part very well there. I hadn't thought of her in years. It would be 1955, Newton, Mississippi. Woo! Anybody remember a guy named Paul Overstreet?
Oh, wow.
Paul Overstreet wrote a lot of country songs. This is also a big day for Elvis Presley fans, as we mentioned that he bought Graceland. It would be a year later, 56, that he would have a number one. Can you do the Heartbreak Hotel?
Heartbreak Hotel.
That was a big one there. Down at the end of Lonely Street, wasn't that the name of it?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
It was. Now, were you a big fan of this show?
I did like it. Meet George Jetson.
It ended in 67. That is, and it's still aired to this day, I think.
I hadn't seen it in a while, but yeah. It's amazing.
I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, the remake of the Beverly Hillbillies. The boyfriend. He was in there. He was the boyfriend, wasn't he? Anybody remember Rob Lowe?
I can't remember what he played, but he was in the.
He played the woman that was trying to marry Jed. He was actually married to her.
That's right. Yep.
Trying to take his money there, and then all them hillbillies got on that plane and it was bouncing. Oh, that was good. Boy, was it not good?
Herbie was it.
I can remember as a kid passing through College Park and Herbie sitting outside the Royal Theater as a promotional thing.
Yep.
Wow.
And it had Don Knotts in the movie.
In the original, yeah.
Yep.
My oh my, that was good stuff.
Oh, Buddy Hatchett was in that one.
I remember this one because everybody wanted to make it to the cover of the Rolling Stone. I forget how many copies he was going to buy and give a copy to his mama. Well, they finally did reach that. 1973, it peaked at number 6.
On the
and a few months later, they would finally make it to the cover of the Rolling Stone.
That's awesome.
And you go back and remember Dr. Hook. She was only 16, and I was too young to fall in love. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you got to watch your back, you got to watch your step. And what was it? I got a couple of more years on you, babe. That's all. The whole good stuff.
Dr. Hook was good.
You forget all that Dr. Hook did, and in today's world, they would be 125% country. Believe that or not.
You're right.
It's like they would be two country now.
Country has moved.
Wow.
Got to get country to move back where it was.
Yes, sir. I like that Dr. Hook, though. It would be 73. The Junk Man would make it to TV Guide.
The king of junk.
Him and Lamont.
There ain't nothing better. Old Fred Sanford. He had it now. And Julio and...
oh, yeah.
Who else was? And Esther.
The two cops always made it, and I can't remember their names when he was always trying to learn jive, and he had no clue what he was saying.
He didn't have a clue.
They just put him back in the car. He often tried.
Oh, man.
Never understood this song. I listened to it over and over, and I think it had one word in it.
All you had to do is jump.
Yeah, jump. I remember it from high school, and Odie, I didn't get it, but a lot of people loved it. I would remember this one, 1984. They would have a number one today. The Statler Brothers. Anybody remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth. They went number one.
Dang.
Be one of the first hits they had with the new guy in the group there. 1990, this guy, he came along when country was having some issues in the early 80s there, where everybody was wanting to run over to be on Saturday Gold,
Solid Gold.
Yeah, y'all remember all of that. And Soul Train. Well, this old boy showed up and made it cool to be country again. His name was Randy. Hard Rock Bottom of My Heart went number one in 90.
And he is country. That's just it.
I'm gonna love you.
Man.
We would lose one today, 2011, a country great, Farrell Husky. On the wings of a snow white dove.
Yeah.
He had other hits, but that's the one that most people will remember him by. He passed away then. This guy, did you ever see the thing that had Liam Neeson in it called Dark Man?
Yeah, I did.
He played the bad guy in that show. And he was also appeared in, what was it?
And Dark Man, too.
Yeah. It seemed like he was in another TV show, though.
I've seen him in a couple of,
He's kind of freaky. We'll just go ahead and tell you that.
A
there.
weird one.
Anybody remember Lyle Wagner? He got to hang out with a pretty woman.
Yeah, he did. I wonder if she used that truth lasso on him. Yeah.
He would also end up on the Love Boat many a time. And I think he was on a lot of those TV game shows.
Yeah, he was a huge, what do you call him, a support actor?
Yes. Yeah. Second guy in the background there.
Yeah.
Linda Carter was the star of that.
She was it.
It wasn't a daisy, but it was pretty good.
Wasn't a daisy, but it was all right. Yep. It'll do.
We'll be right back. What did the donkey say? It'll do. It'll do, donkey.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, we'll travel. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From bogs to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
Welcome back as we all try to figure what's on the top of the car, Odie.
He's got every sensor you can get up there. Wind direction, wind speed. He's got it.
A lot of people love doing that. I'm more effective sitting here, without a doubt. There's a job for everybody.
Yeah, I tell you, we had the EOC was hopping.
A lot of people there.
A lot of people there. We were putting it all together.
Here's some more damage I wanted to show here. This is Decatur, Mississippi. There was a lot of damage in Decatur, and I'm not sure that everybody really realizes what happened in Decatur. Let's look at this. Look at that.
Wow.
Major damage there to that shop.
We are truly blessed.
That's just one example of many, and I may have some more here that to show of. Let's go to, this was sent in from Taylorsville, and if you'll notice, what's in that picture right there?
There's one of them storm shelters.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Yeah.
Look at this as this come across.
Man.
The damage, and of course there's drone footage now that shows it so much better, but that's from a bird's eye view of the ground. A little dog made it out of that.
Man, we don't have a date, but Lauderdale County will be included here in the very near future. I've got a meeting coming up in a couple weeks with MEMA. And we're going to try and boost up the timeline that we can get in on the reimbursement for personal storm shelters. So hopefully that'll be coming up here pretty quick, where if you want one, there'll be some reimbursement money to get a storm shelter.
Let me show you this, and they were asking for help on this yesterday. I don't know how much help they got. This is a church, Chamberville Protestant Church.
Yeah.
They had extensive damage in their church. We think of them there and hate that happened, Odie. Oh my gosh, we do. So those are a few of the pictures. Even Ricky Bobby had a few issues out at Wynot as we go there to take a look at the racetrack. Look at the water that was out there.
They should have pulled the plug.
Well, it's like a little soup bowl, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rodney Wing and all of our gang out there. Races will most likely be still going.
Oh, yeah.
But a little wet there as they wait for a dry out period of what came through the area. And boy,
Haley Thompson.
What'd she say?
She's just saying good morning to you and good morning to me. She's a hoot now.
Is she?
Oh, yeah. She's a good one now.
Odie, I thought this was a very cool picture that was sent in, that was captured here in Meridian. Kansas City Southern. Oh, sun going down.
Man.
It's pretty. I like that.
And we were built on railroad. A very important part of Meridian is the railroad. Man, and y'all go see what Ann's done down there. Not just her, but everybody with the museum. It is pretty cool.
We have a pup that has been found. To my knowledge, that hasn't been claimed yet. This is near West Lauderdale Elementary. And a lot of pets, Odie, were displaced during these storms that ran. They got scared during lightning. Yeah. If this is your pup, he kind of scared, want to come back home.
That's it.
Get the word out there. And if you've got one missing, we'd love to have a picture. We'll be glad to put that out.
He's being took care of, just waiting for you to go pick him up.
Yeah, so we would like that taken care of. Coming up, we're fixing to do birthdays.
We got a few of them in there, so y'all go ahead and get them to us so we'll know. But yeah.
Chad said that the walk was incredible yesterday. It was.
Yes, it was.
It was a lot of people that showed up for that. Can't say thank you enough. I was trying to think of all the events that are going on this week. I'll have to check the calendar. You know how.
Yeah. Haley said A's Taste of Ties got a party tonight. She fed the emergency responders for free that had to get out and work in these storms.
Well, that was
yesterday. Sweet. She's one of those that she took a ball and wrote on there, hey, if you find this, come get a free meal, and throws it up in the storm, and wherever it lands, it lands. She's always doing some of that thinking outside the box. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, we were down there just this week. That guy that tried to act ugly there.
Yeah, I bet he won't come down there.
Well, he can't.
Messing with the wrong people down there.
He's hanging out with Harold in Clark County right now.
Oh, down there got room and board at the Marriott.
Yes, sir.
Might not be a good place to stay. I don't want to be there.
We'll be right back. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill.
Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good and reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
We're back. Yeah.
Colton asked, is there anybody going, and we're going to post this today down to Tylertown to help out. I did get a message from Health Care on the Go Medical Clinic. They're on State Boulevard. They're going to be making a trip to Tylertown Friday, and if you'd like to drop off anything at their office to be taken, they're going to be doing that. Their number is 938-0947. Again, that number, 938-0947. And we will put this up. Their office is located at the 2401 State Boulevard, 2401 State Boulevard, and it is Healthcare on the Go that they're going to be dropping supplies off Friday to Tylertown. So if you'd like to drop something by there, feel free to drop in. They will be grateful for anything that is given to give to these people that have nothing.
Yes. Good people over there doing that. So, yeah.
Ooh, Haley's got us on the YouTube through the big TV there.
Got us on big screen, do you?
Don't scare her, Odie. Oh, have mercy. We are also blessed to be here this morning. I can't say enough about that and how wonderful it is that everybody made it through this. And there's some shakeups. Don't get me wrong. We got some folks having to rebuild, but we're gonna live to see another day. Keep those 40 souls in mind that lost their lives across the South this weekend. Keep them in mind. Odie, we got birthdays that we need to do now?
We've got a few of them coming in. We got Lee and Kim Comans celebrated 29th anniversary yesterday. So happy anniversary. Shelby Cheney had a birthday Saturday. Old Doug Marlboro, he's celebrating his birthday Saturday. Betty McCary Saturday as well. Lauren Barfield, yeah, she celebrated a birthday yesterday, along with Scott Smiley. Joanne Robinson, let me tell you.
What's Joanne done?
She's got a birthday today, and she is the one that keeps E911 operating like a greased wheel.
Sweetheart.
Yes. And she makes sure it's going good. So happy birthday, Miss Joanne. Barry Branning's got a birthday. My buddy Joe Collins, he's always with us every single morning. Happy birthday today, brother. Lisa Branning had a birthday yesterday. Michelle Speed's got a birthday. Carmen Keller's got a birthday. And we're seeing, where did I see it? Wayne Cupcake Cook had a birthday Saturday.
Well.
So look at that. Good deal. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary to each and every one of y'all.
We can't stress enough that today is St. Patrick's Day. It's green stuff everywhere. But I've never been to Peru, but old boy went out fishing.
I voted for Peru.
Wind caught his little boat there. He was lost for 95 days until he was recently found floating by some more fishermen 680 miles off the coast. He didn't know where he was, and he said, how did he survive? Anything that got within that boat, he grabbed and ate.
And he said that's how he made it. He was malnourished, but I think he's going to make it. Can you imagine?
So you want how
3
big
months?
this world is? How big are we on God's green earth? You're lost at sea for 95 days and you didn't see nothing and nobody saw you.
Yeah.
You don't just hide. There ain't a tree out there to get
No, it is not.
95 days.
That's a long time. So that worked out well for him. I bet he is some kind of thankful and not give up fishing.
I wonder if he'll go on a cruise with us.
Odie, as we depart, what type of message have you got for us today?
See. We pulled up. Well, the Lord just sent us a short one, but ooh, boy, does this hurt. Jude 1, verse 22. Be merciful to those who doubt. Boy, if that's not powerful right there. Be merciful to those who doubt.
For they know not what they do.
For they know not what they do. You don't have to sit there and just harp who God is and what God is. Show them what God is. And then when they start asking questions, then you can tell them. Man, that goes a long way right there. Sadie Troy's got 6th birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Y'all have a wonderful day. It's Monday. Let's start this day off. Always thank God. Thank God for what he's done for us this weekend and continue to have him in our hearts each and every day. Remember, there's one thing for sure, and that is we love you. We want you to be back with us tomorrow because Friday's coming. Just hang in. See you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.